Hey friends, a lot of you may have seen this picture before and know that I've lost a child. Well, today on February 3rd would have been her 13th birthday, so I thought it'd be a good time to share her story with you. On February 3rd, 2009, when I was 19 years old, I gave birth to my first child, Kaydance Michelle Shamrock. When I was 20 weeks pregnant with her, we found out that she would be born with a congenital heart defect known as pulmonary atresia. Basically, the pulmonary valve in her heart didn't form. She was born via emergency C-section, immediately placed on a ventilator and taken to the local Akron Children's Hospital, where she stayed in the NICU. She was 3 days old when she underwent her first open heart surgery. And that was when we discovered that it was a lot more complicated than just missing her pulmonary valve. Basically, every wiring was backwards. She had the biggest sinusoids they ever seen. And they actually had me sign a release so that she could be put in medical books for future research. The next 4 weeks was an emotional roller coaster, ups and downs. There were many times that we were told she wasn't going to make it through the night. She beat sepsis once, but she kept pulling through. When she was 4 weeks old, the Children's Hospital didn't think they could do anything more for her. We were basically at a standstill, so they decided to life flight her to the Cleveland Clinic where she could await a heart transplant. I had to hope and wish that another family would lose their baby so that mine could be saved. The Cleveland Clinic actually wanted to try an angioplasty first before the heart transplant, which actually worked, but she did suffer a stroke through the surgery, although we wouldn't have known how greatly it would have affected her until she grew older. Throughout the course of our 6 weeks together, I watched her cardiac arrest 3 separate times, and each time as I hit my knees screaming and crying, they were always able to bring her back. That was until March 20th, 2009. I walked in there any other normal day, and the nurse asked me if I wanted to give her a bath. And I did, and she actually left me alone with her, which was really strange because she was never to be left alone without a nurse in her care. I washed her and sang to her, and she was awake the whole time and just stared at me. And once I was done, she went into cardiac arrest for the 4th time. That was when the doctors came in, and instead of calling codes and asking for the cart, they told me it was time to let her go, that she had had sepsis again, and she would not make it this time. Moms don't share their grief because we want pity. We share because we want our children to be remembered. So please, today, help me remember my sweet girl, Kaydance Michelle.